4.7 million years ago, our planet looked both familiar and alien. Vast plains.
In the cool breath of dawn, before the heat and danger of the day, they emerged.
Here, in the shifting landscapes of East Africa, a new kind of creature hatched.
Friendships. In these fertile landscapes, survival depended on knowledge of the land. Australopithecus afarensis, sorchents. Beyond survival, life for Australopithecus afarensis depended on connection. Grooming, resting, every sound, every shadow could mean survival or death.
When danger came, there was no hesitation. Speed, awareness, and the safety of the group were their only.
Shelter was not built, it was found. In moments of danger, the landscape itself became their fortress.
As the sun fell, the dangers of the day gave way to the mysteries of the night. When night fell, the balance of power shifted. The open plains belonged to others now. Even in rest, they watched. In a world where danger never truly slept, vigilance. Though fire was still far beyond their grasp, the spark of adaptation was already alive. As their world changed, they followed. Curiosity drove them beyond familiar groves and shelters. In their hands, stone and wood became more than objects. They were extensions of intention. Through cooperation, they found abundance. Each gesture, each shared task, strengthened the invisible threads that held their group together. The land itself was never constant. Seasons brought abundance and scarcity, rain and heat. When the rains failed, the land hardened. Food became scarce. Each discovery, in challenge, they found innovation. Faced with scarcity, their minds turned to the land. They were not the rulers of this land, they were its students. By following the herds, they followed the lifeblood of the savannah itself. In this shared world, they were not alone. Observation became understanding, and understanding became survival. In numbers, there was safety. Though still scattered and fragile, their gatherings marked the beginning of. As their numbers grew, so did their need for space. Encounters with outsiders brought new challenges, not of predators, but of each other. With more eyes came more safety. Simple calls and shared watchfulness turned open spaces into defended ground.
The seasons turned, as they always had. But now, these ancient travelers moved not just through the land. Their voices were not words, not yet. But in these shared sounds and gestures, in movement, they found order. Without plans or maps, their instincts and growing communication guided them as one. When danger appeared, signals spread faster than fear. Simple calls, born from instinct, became tools of survival. New lands demanded new ways. Step by step, they learned to read each ridge, each shadow. Beyond survival, bonds grew. Through touch, sound, and shared moments, they forged connections that would echo through generations. Water shaped their paths as surely as the land. To cross was to trust in each other and in their growing understanding of the world. When the skies turned, there was no warning, only instinct. Storms demanded movement, shelter, and the will to endure.
Together, they waited. The storm was not a foe to fight, but a force to endure.
When the storm passed, the land changed, and so did they. Each trial left its mark, shaping the rhythm of their lives. They began to spread, following rivers, forests, and the promise of food and safety. Step by step, their world grew larger. As their groups grew, so did their ways of living. Roles emerged, voices varied, and the seeds of complexity were sown.
They did not know what would come. But in their steps, their bonds, and their gaze upon the horizon, their stories were not written in stone, but in earth. Each step pressed into the land was a mark of...
They were not yet us, but in their footsteps, their courage and their will to endure,